In
my place in Los Angeles. Is it a Monday morning?
Monday morning.
Fall has come to LA. It's cold and it's gray.
It's cold and gray, but it's warm.
Warm in the heart.
Warm in the heart. Wanted to quickly start off by doing a quick rundown of thank yous to everybody. Starting off in New York City, Cornerstone Tavern was just an amazing kickoff. They had drink specials, drink menus. The manager, Zan, was so enthused and involved. Special thank you to Brett Petersall from Mashable for really helping us plan the event and bring people there. Also to your sister, Sissy, for helping out.
And Craig Stanton, who actually hooked up the venue and bought us a delicious cake, which someone put a piece of in my pocket on the inaugural night.
But there are other people, Han and Anna, and that was just terrific. We moved on to Miami. We could not have done that event at all without the host down there.
Yeah, Liz Bloom was wonderful.
Liz Bloom was hostess with the mostest.
And Prima Pasta, they were super friendly.
The manager, owner Jerry, it's been there for over 20 years. They do tons of philanthropic events there. They were so kind. They gave us drink specials and free food. And a special thanks also to Monica Diaz from Ladies Lounge for inviting that whole kind of group of women.
And Tana Martin and Leo for just their unbelievable hospitality, putting us up and letting us jump in their pool.
Yeah. Kristen, who has a malaria nonprofit down there, she sells bracelets she made. She actually had malaria, and she was a big proponent and supporter of ours. On to New Orleans, which was just terrific. Ernst Cafe, the women at FSC, Adele, Mackenzie, and Tiffany.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. They were
amazing new friends.
Amazing. And Robbie Moss, of course, for inviting his entire company and inviting them to come.
Whoever brought the 100 Hubix pies, that was pretty.
Tom Martin.
That was pretty spectacular.
And all the auction items.
And all the auction items, and the little nets and massive hats.
And Katie Del Garcio for getting engaged that weekend.
Ridiculous.
Just getting back to New Orleans, being so excited about everything in her own life, but coming out to the event, turning the event to like a little engagement party for her and Sims. Congratulations to you both. I'm so happy for you.
And to the late night posse that stuck it out at One Eyed Jack's.
It was fun.
That was into the wee hours of Monday morning.
Oh, Andrew Larimer.
Beautiful time.
How much do we love him? He's so
Loved
great.
him big time.
I love big time. And the ride the next morning to the airport.
Seriously, a sunshiny ride from Andrew.
Yeah.
Massive.
Absolutely. Moving on to Chicago, Red Canary. Thank you to Shane and Jamie. They posted it on the blog. Red Canary was just
Joey, Leslie hooking it up.
Joey, your friend Joey.
Chicago, yeah, Joey.
No, Joey Leslie.
Well, no, Joey did the design of the cake.
Yeah. Oh, Joey and Leslie, because we have a Joey Leslie on our costume.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, funny. Joey and Leslie and Amisha and Tim Courtney, and everyone in Chicago really pitched in and got us coverage and Tech Cocktail and Booze Hound. We were in My Open Bar. There were microfinance people there. Hello to the Kiva Fellows who came out.
Some serious balcony dance-offs in Chicago.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Really great. On to Seattle.
Wow, that was a surprise. How about that?
Seattle was the biggest surprise.
Just going into a place, not knowing any of the hosts or any of the people really that are going to be at your party, showing up at the party with your bags.
With suitcases from the airport.
From the airport. And then never really touched our feet in Seattle. It was just whisked through to even...
Whisked.
Goodie bags, Kate Gosser on MC.
Cheesemaker for a day.
Alex and
we saw the raffle. There was there's a
gifts.
Picture of all the raffle items and amazing.
Unreal.
Amazing.
Cheesemaker for a day?
So Alex, Taryn, Rosemary,
Huge.
Drew, Kate, thank you so much.
Beautiful. And thanks for the late night karaoke too.
That karaoke.
Seriously.
Never doing Summer Loving again. I hate that song. I don't know why someone would trick me into it.
I gotta pick my Sinatra better too.
You do. You do.
Man, where was next?
San Francisco.
Oh, man.
So
exactly.
And that was crazy because we lost our location 2 days before, without our hosts there. So it's Jacob and Gerard. Thank you so much. Massive help. Dave McMurtry, who was a Kiva fellow and invited all the made sure Kiva people came, made sure people in the tech circles came. It was just
Thank you for the mosquito catchers that were there. Jane and Agil, they showed up on their crazy bike and narrowly didn't get let in until they obviously said they were mosquito catchers, bringing some burner spice to the party. It was very pleasurable.
It was fantastic. And then the finale in LA.
Wow.
I know the last video you saw of us.
Yeah, a little bit cracked out. Feeling not 100% at this point, but at least more or less able to put a sentence together.
And like, I mean, people keep kind of sending me messages like, love your videos, and I'm like, love them because we're totally cracked out, or
Totally cracked
what's going
out.
on. But really, I know that we seemed like we were a little worse for wear. We pull it together when we show up at the venue.
Oh boy.
And Echo Lounge in Hollywood, thank you for hosting the finale. I had no idea that it was going to get so crazy crowded there.
Yeah, it really did. There was two distinct scenes of the night. There was our posse from about 8 till 11, and then there was a particular odd Hollywood reality show, kind of like super slicked hair and fragrant cologne posse.
With mother hair,
Yeah, it was
V-neck shirts, skinny
wild.
jeans. But here's the thing: a lot of our venues that were newer places, they're really apt to want to take in a party. We're going to bring people in.
Yeah.
Echo didn't need to do that. They get packed on their own.
Sure.
They opened a couple of hours
Jen
early.
Lasky
They staffed
believing
up.
in us, and just an unbelievably beautiful venue too.
Stephanie Schneider,
What a sweetheart.
she packed balloons in her car to
Cake
bring
and
them.
balloons.
I mean, gorgeous. Joey Soto, one of my dearest, lovely friends, who just was such an enthusiastic proponent, brought everybody there. Thank you. Lynn Langett from
cool.
Microsoft, who's all over the place, and yet found
massive.
time to constantly be emailing and updating us. That was just...
Reminding us that also Microsoft matches donations. Gotta
Yes.
get on it.
Gotta get on it.
Gotta get on it.
Robin Cohen for Girls in Tech and really helping us out, not just there, but Tommy Jenkins in New York
So
too.
cool.
And thank you to all of the LA Tech crowd for battling Hollywood. A special shout out to the West Siders.
Yeah,
Nicole
seriously.
Jordan I know that coming to Hollywood was huge. Truly. So
It
for
was
everyone that
overwhelming that last
battled
party.
coming
Wow.
out.
So many great faces, just an unbelievable feeling of being home.
Mm-hmm.
And people saying, "How are you holding it together?" And this last party was quite a challenge.
The last
But
party
the energy was so high.
The last party was more of saying to your friends, like, because I haven't been to LA for 3 months now, so it's
Yeah.
more like, how's your life? How's everything going with you? And it wasn't so much like, who are you and what is this
That's
craziness?
right. It felt just good to be home.
It felt good to be home. It felt so nice to see everyone, to create more memories and to share with everyone the finale.
Yeah.
So it's Monday, and we're both cracking into some new projects and following up.
Getting back deep into the way life was before, remembering. It's so easy to forget on this crazy adventure tour, all the responsibilities you got to come back for. It's a distinctly different flavor of life, but
is.
there's a lot of exciting things on the plate.
And what we'd like to say is we're keeping the donations open through this Friday. And you'll hear a little bit more about that coming up. But the idea is a lot of people wanted to donate, wanted to come to the parties. They didn't. It's still available. If you can get a match from your company, most companies match up to 100%. And you should try and do that. And we're going to then kind of mold into showing some tips and tricks and behind the scenes of how to throw a smaller scale cause-based party for a birthday or any other celebration in your life that you can do. And
it's really easy, and it's I think what we showed on this trip is that you can do great things, and also you can have a really fun time doing it. And some of the comments and feedback we got from people on the road was the excitement that we brought to their month, and they're looking forward to doing something like this again in the future, which is nice to hear.
The one interesting thing now that we're putting pictures up and we're tagging people and looking at people's walls and Twitter feeds, one of the ones that was most spectacular to me was somebody wrote as their status update the next day, "I realized last night that you don't have to be a doctor or a millionaire to save lives." And that's incredibly true. We're just two people who really want to contribute and give back and be authentic and sincere about it. And that's real. It's as real as it gets.
That's it. I mean, if everyone can just do a little bit to make the world around them, even just directly, a little bit better, then the whole swing is upward and positive.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, world, universe, everyone we met.
What a way to enter the 30s.
Enter the 30s.
Oh man.
Wow. And really, we can't wait to get back and visit all of you.
Seriously. So excited of the new groups of friends.
And no matter where I land, Lord knows. Probably New Orleans, but visit me, and everyone's welcome to visit you.
Yeah, of course. Get in touch. Hit us up through causesmybirthday.com.